What is the laziest thing you've ever done? Once, on a U.S. military ship, I was having breakfast in the wardroom, officer's lounge, when the operations officer, OPS, walks in. This guy was the epitome of not being a morning person. He was half asleep, bleary-eyed, basically a zombie with a bagel. He sits down across from me to eat his bagel, barely conscious. My back was to the outboard side of the ship, and the morning sun was blazing through a porthole, casting a bright circle of light right on his face. It was painful to watch. But then zombie OPS stops chewing, slowly picks up the phone and dials the bridge. In his well-known, still asleep voice, he says, "Hey, it's OPS. Could you shift our bar pad?" "Yeah, 165, thanks," and puts the phone down. He sits there squinting, waiting. Gradually, I realize the big spot of sun has begun to slide off his face onto the wall behind him. Once it clears his face, he blinks slowly a few times. The sheer brilliance of what I've just witnessed starts to overwhelm me. By ordering the bridge to adjust the ship's patrol course by about 15 degrees, he's repositioned the sun off his face. He's literally redirected thousands of tons of steel and hundreds of people just to get the sun out of his eyes while eating his bagel. I am in awe. He slowly picks up his bagel, and for a moment, I'm terrified that the genius of his laziness might escape him, since he's not fully awake yet. Between his next bites, he pauses, looks at me, and gives a faint, sly grin before returning to his zombie bagel.